Hey guys, Ethan here. So in today's video, we're going to install the new OpenAI AI agent, Codex, which has just launched its Windows app. Then we're going to test it out and set it up with the Unity MCP so we can actually get the most out of it. And just in case you're not familiar with it, an MCP is basically a connection layer that lets an AI tool communicate with another app in a more direct and structured way. In this case, it lets Codex interact with Unity properly, so instead of just giving you code suggestions, it can understand the project better and help in a much more useful way. So let's get into it. First, go to the ChatGPT website and head over to Codex. I'll leave the link in the description. Just keep in mind that to use it, you'll need at least a ChatGPT Pro subscription. Once you're there, click the button to download the app, and it'll take you to the Microsoft Store. From there, just hit Install. It'll download a small installer, double-click it, and it should install pretty quickly. Once that's done, open it up. The first time you launch it, it'll probably ask you to sign in with your ChatGPT account. Once you're logged in, over on the left side, you'll see the button that says Add a New Project. So before we do that, let's quickly create a brand new, empty Unity project just to test everything properly. Once you've got that new project open, we can jump back into Codex. Click Add New Project, and then just paste in the path to the Unity project you just created. And that's it. Now Codex is set up, and we already have access to GPT 5.3-Codex to help us generate code. Technically, you don't need any more setup than this. It already works. For example, right here, it even lets you do things like ask it to summarize the project and create a PDF. And as you can see, if I click that, it will actually read through the whole project, understand it, and generate a PDF for me. Also, up here on the top right, you can choose which code editor you want it to open your scripts with, in case you want to jump in and tweak something manually. But honestly, this by itself is not the really impressive part. To unlock the full potential, we're going to install the MCP I mentioned at the beginning. For that, go to the Git repository I've linked in the description. Scroll down a bit until you find this link, and copy it. Then go into Unity, open the Window tab, then Package Management, then Package Manager. Once the Package Manager opens, click the plus button, and from the dropdown choose Add Package from Git URL. Paste the URL you copied and hit Install. Once it finishes installing, you'll probably see this setup window pop up. If it doesn't appear, that just means you already have everything you need, and you can move on to the next step. As you can see, in my case, both dependencies are green, but for a lot of you, one of them will probably show up in red. So let me quickly show you how to install them. For Python, just go to the website. I'll leave the link in the description. Download the installer and follow the setup steps. One important thing, after installing Python, you'll probably need to restart your PC so Unity can detect it properly. Then you'll also need the UV package manager. This one is pretty easy. Go to the website I've linked in the description. Once you're there, select Windows, and where it says something like Use IRM to download the script and so on, just copy that command. Then open the Windows search bar, type PowerShell, and open it. Paste in the command you just copied and press Enter. Once you see the message saying everything's installed, you're good to go. With those two things installed, the red indicators should turn green. Hit refresh to make sure everything is detected properly. After that, you can close the Package Manager, go back to the Window tab, and you should now see MCP for Unity. In that dropdown, select Toggle MCP Window. This opens a new panel, and here you'll see Server and Client Configuration. The server is the part that needs to stay running, because it acts as the bridge between Unity and Codex. So, just click Start, and it'll open up a console window. Make sure you do not close that console. Then in the Client section, find your client, which in this case is Codex, and click Configure. Now go back to Codex, open Settings, and then go to MCP Servers. You should see Unity MCP listed there as the last option. A quick important tip here, make sure you enable it, then disable it, and then enable it again, just to make sure Codex properly detects it for the new project. After that, close Codex and open it again so it becomes fully available. To make sure it's working, just ask Codex if it can see the Unity MCP. As you can see here, I asked it and it says yes, it can see it. Now I'm going to give it a prompt to create a first-person controller, just so you can see what it can actually do. And as you can see, it's creating scripts, adding things to the scene, and modifying them on its own. If you open the console window, you'll be able to follow what it's doing. Sometimes it throws errors, but don't worry too much because most of the time it fixes them by itself as it goes. And there you go. With just a simple prompt and a few small setup steps, Codex has created a basic scene with a capsule, acting as the player and a floor to walk on. Pretty crazy, honestly. Anyway, that's it for this one. Hopefully this helped you get everything set up and gave you a better idea of what Codex can do when you connect it properly to Unity. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.